The sun does not argue with the darkness, it rises. Peace and welcome to another video. This video in particular is going to be about the shift into the fifth dimension. What you have to come to understand is this. When we shift dimensions, our vessels also shift to match the frequency of the dimension. Otherwise, we would destabilize on a quantum level. And right now, we've shifted into a more crystalline state of being. Less carbon, more crystalline. And here's why. With the shift of frequency, the fire, and the activation of plasma energies in the atmosphere, this is creating pressure within our cells, our DNA, and freeing those dormant light codes. This is resulting in crystallization on a very quantum level. And with that comes the birth of what I would like to call the X-Man. X being a reference to Xylanthia, the star in Sirius, where the Anunnaki come from. This is the X-Man, the original X-Men. And what we have to understand is this, right? Our vessels are shifting into new levels of quantum energy. And as such, so is our interaction with the world around us. What do I mean by this? If you're a dragon, you have a dragon avatar. I have a dragon avatar. I'm a dragon. If you're a siren, you have a siren avatar. If you're an Andromedian, you have an Andromedian avatar, and so forth. Every bloodline has certain codes and frequencies that align to the higher self. This is why you incarnate in certain bloodlines, because they have the frequencies to hold your vessel so you can interact with this 3D reality, or now 5D reality. And with that comes the activation of your gifts and abilities. We've reached critical mass with the solar flares and frequencies that are emanating within the planet, and this has activated the grid to a very significant degree. What you'll begin to realize is you'll be moving a lot differently in the world. You might start reflecting traits of who you are at a soul level. Like, let's say you're a dragon, since that's the easiest example and metaphor I can give as a dragon myself. Let's say as a dragon, you start expressing yourself through different jewelry. Like, these are serpents in my hair. I'm expressing my dragon energy. And this is just a basic example. With this comes a certain level of responsibility, because with the activation of these gifts comes the realization that you are no longer human. And with that, you might start to feel ungrounded, unstable. And in that instability lies, I'll just say this, in that instability lies an easy chance for psychosis and other energies to creep in. It's very important to be grounded at this time, and especially hydrated. Putting your water out in the sun to gather those solar codes within the water is very important, because this aids in the shift on a very quantum level within your DNA. Water hits the cells the quickest because you're composed of water. Beyond this, with this activation in your original source frequency, you'll begin to realize that your physical avatar is actually changing. You might notice your eyes changing. My bad, I work at a daycare. I got kids in the background screaming. But you might notice your eyes changing, your hands shifting sizes, and your overall vessel changing into a heightened form. And here's why. Because the human soul is immortal, the more integrated you are within your soul, within yourself, the more your higher self resides within your avatar. Because of this, you are literally aging backwards into infinity, into the truth of who you are. Crazy mathematics, but it's true. That being said, though, this was just a short message. You are merging with your higher self right now. Look forward to the gifts and abilities that activate, and move forward with responsibility and integrity. If you like the message, if you resonate, feel free to like, share, comment, and follow my page for more. And send me some video topics and ideas you want to hear. I'm down for whatever. Ashe. With boundaries, of course.